What up, people? As you can see, football season is finally here. You know what I'm saying? We kicking off the 2019-2020 season, and I'm excited because, my Cowboys, they got a deal with Ezekiel Elliott, so he's finally on board. Jerry Jones is working out a deal for Dak Prescott as we speak. I got a good feeling, man. It's going to be a very exciting season. We've seen a lot of changes, a lot of players, go here to there. But I'm going to talk about, once again, like I always do, about my reading material. What helps me get through fantasy leagues, what helps me make my predictions is Astlon Sports, okay? Y'all need to get y'all some reading material, okay? If you want to know why I make my accurate predictions, it's because I read, okay? See, I don't just take other people's word for it. I do my own research. Learn to do your research, okay? This is Astlon Sports. You can find these, again, at your local Kmart, Walmart, Target, or whatever. Even at a CVS. They have these, right? Save on CVS or whatever, that you can find these everywhere, right? They're only $9.99 or $11.99 plus tax, but again, they're very cheap. They're very affordable. You can get them, and there's even a betting guide on here too for those that want to put your money. You want to know who to bet on? Okay, you want to look at fantasy league? Look at this magazine here, right? Because this is what helps me make my predictions. What helps me predict the season. This is what helps me do my analogy. And I'm going to be doing a tier list pretty soon after week 5 because I'm going to do things a little differently. Okay, I know I normally show my football helmets for my collection, but I'm going to do some things a little bit differently on this channel. But let's read about the defending champs, our New England Patriots, because they seem to be making a lot of news recently, right? And again, y'all got to understand, man, the Patriots win. The Patriots are where they are now because, like I told y'all before in my other videos, like, Bill Belichick has over 75 years. Yeah, he's been playing since 1975, right? So, he has at least about 40 years seniority over the entire coaching, all these other coaching staffs, right, from all these other franchises. Okay, so let's read on the New England Patriots, right? So for the AFC's forecast, of course, number 1. Let me just read this. I'm just gonna read from a page, all right, and then I'm gonna read the final analysis. Okay, I'm going to read to you also their schedule as well. Just so you can take a look on how they are, okay? So y'all can get a better understanding that the league is not really scripted because they win every year. Okay, and once again, I'm going to explain this like I did last year, right? All right, so New England Patriots, right? The Patriots looked utterly mortal at times last season before closing strong, as they tend to do under Coach Belichick en route to a Super Bowl win. The franchise 6th, right? So basically the Patriots, they have now tied Pittsburgh for the best franchise in the NFL. So, Steeler fans, I'm sorry, you could no longer say Sixburg anymore. You no longer Sixburg anymore, okay? You were Sixburg. You still be Sixburg if the Patriots would have lost to the Rams. Because they lost to the Rams, you no longer Sixburg. You're now tied. Okay, so the only way the Steelers can really redeem themselves. And the only way the Steelers can really get revenge, you got to basically beat New England out. You got to win another Super Bowl before Big Ben retires. Or you got to find another quarterback that can lead you there, and Mike Tomlin can basically rebuild the team along with their management, right? So let's continue. However, for formidable as this team is, there are some transitional factors entertaining the 2019 campaign that can knock the Pats down a peg. For one, the coaching staff is undergoing a major overhaul. Also, Rob Gronkowski's retirement leaves a huge void at tight end. And finally, of course, there is the worry that Father Time will finally catch up to quarterback Tom Brady, who will be 42 years old when the season ends. So in other words, what they're saying is, all it takes is one injury to Brady. If there's a linebacker or a lineman or safety or DB that can basically get through that offensive line and sack Brady, Brady can actually get injured. If Brady gets one injury like he did in 2008, that'll be the end of his career. He'll go out just like Romo did. That said, this is an organization that constantly finds a way to win, which they do, in an age when dynasties should not be a regular occurrence. Someday, this will come to an end. The rest of the league is hoping that proceeds at least the start of this year, right? All right, so we look at the schedule, okay? They got Pittsburgh. No sense. So that's tomorrow, right? They got Pittsburgh, then Miami, New York, and then Buffalo. Those should be easy wins. Pittsburgh, they'll win that. Okay, they'll win that. Washington, they definitely gonna win. Giants, they gonna win. Jets, Now the Jets do play them hard. Okay, the Jets, that's a maybe. And they got the Jets. Yeah, they got the Jets after the Giants. I'm gonna give Jets. I'm gonna say that's a loss because Jets do play them hard. They'll beat the Jets probably in the. I don't know if they're gonna be sweeping New York. They may. Let's put that as a maybe. Cleveland. I'm gonna say win. As good as Cleveland might be, they'll still get together, but they're still not able to beat the Patriots just yet. They gotta prove themselves. Baltimore, unless Lamar Jackson can throw downfield, I'm gonna chat that as a win. Philadelphia, Philly, I'll say L. Dallas, I don't know. Dallas, I'm gonna say they're gonna lose back to back to Philly, and I'm gonna say that they'll beat Philly, but I can't be biased here. I like my Cowboys, but Jason Garrett still has not beaten the Patriots. They're gonna lose to Philadelphia, but they're gonna win. They're gonna lose to Philadelphia, but they'll beat my Cowboys. Houston win. KC, that's a loss. Cincinnati, that's definitely a win. Buffalo, I don't trust. And Miami, that's a win. So I see Patriots losing at least 3 games out this entire schedule. KC, that's definitely gonna be a loss. They'll beat my Cowboys, but they'll lose to Philadelphia. I'm gonna give the Eagles a strong, as long as Carson Wentz can stay healthy, and Jets will probably beat them. But that's it. So now let's look at the final analysis, right? And this is before I go over the roster. There are plenty of reasons to believe that this team could take a small step back, but the Patriots still have Bill Belichick as their coach and Brady as their quarterback. For as long as this pairing has been together, the level of consistency has lapped the field. That's just like basically Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich in the NBA. Notice, still, till this day, the Spurs have never missed the playoffs. At all. Okay? The Spurs are literally 20 years of straight contention. That means ever since they had David Robinson, and they got Avery Bradley and and they wound up getting Tim Duncan, that team never missed the playoffs. At all. Okay? Yeah, since the days of Tim Duncan and David Robinson, they never missed the playoffs. So basically, just like Tim Duncan and Popovich had that relationship and they were together for the majority of their career, that's basically Belichick and Brady. This organization is still the model for ultra success in the sport, and a few defections in the personnel and coaching departments don't feel like enough to change that just yet. Like they did last year, the Patriots are likely to figure out whatever issues plague them early this season and rectify them by the time January rolls around. Okay, so then let's go over the player movement, right? So now I'm gonna go over the players they lost, and I'm gonna go over the players they added. Now, this brace yourself. This is a long list, right? So Malcolm Brown, the defensive tackle, he's in New Orleans. Trent Brown, the offensive tackle, right? Oakland. Trey Flowers, defensive end, Detroit. Tight end Rob Gronkowski, we all know retired, but Chris Hogan, one of their better receivers in Carolina. Cordell Patterson, Chicago. Eric Rowe, a cornerback in Miami. And Adrian Waddle, offensive tackles in Buffalo. So that's literally, I'm looking at 11 players are gone, right? So they just lost 11 players. Those guys all helped the Patriots defeat the LA Rams last year, right? Those guys are gone. So again, y'all need to stop making excuses why New England wins every time, because it's not scripted at all. They just lost 11 guys. That's literally 11 starters gone. Okay? Guys who, if they would have re-signed a contract, they'll be straight. But they just lost 11 guys, okay? So the Patriots have had to re-up and revamp their team. Okay? It's not easy. Bill Belichick is just good at putting together a roster, but you see that. That's 11 guys, right? Now, let's look at the players they added. Okay? Michael Bennett. Okay? He's a fan favorite. Defensive lineman who came from Philadelphia. He's on there now, right? Brandon Bolden, the running back from Miami, he's on there. Bruce Ellington from Detroit, he's on there. Matt LaCosse, Denver, the young tight end, he's on there. Mike Pennell from the New York Jets, defensive line, he's on there. Austin Stephon Jenkins, tight end, okay, from Jacksonville. Now they have Demaryius Thomas. Now, Demaryius Thomas is a great pickup for them. He's in Houston, right? And I will add, due to the reports of today, Antonio Brown is officially a New England Patriot. Okay, that's an honorable mention is Antonio Brown. He's officially a New England Patriot, and I'm gonna do a separate video on Antonio Brown. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you why he did what he did to get out of Oakland, because he was never gonna be there in the first place. He had this plan, but again, I just showed y'all, man. This is where I get my information from. Okay, this is how I predicted the Patriots won those last 3 Super Bowls off these particular magazines. I didn't have to get a gematria calculator. I didn't do no numerology, okay? I didn't do no gematria. I didn't listen to Zachary K. Hubbard, RFG Truth, the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen to Warrior Truth, his BS. I didn't go to Barry Bazaar. I didn't go to Cutcast Productions. I didn't go to none of those idiots who basically don't watch the game, right? They don't watch the first quarter to the fourth quarter. These are people who don't watch Sports Center. They don't watch Fox NFL Sunday with Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long, Michael Strahan, and Jimmy Johnson. They not watching NBC football on Sunday nights when you got Rodney Harrison and Tony Dungy, which, by the way, they break it down to a T. They're not watching Undisputed or First Take, okay? I don't listen to those guys. Those guys, you know what I'm saying, those guys are negative, okay? Because if you're going to hate the Illuminati, but don't take it out on the athletes, right? Yeah, it's sports entertainment, but what you do in wrestling, you don't do in football, okay? There's a major difference. No, I do my research, okay? This is why I've been so successful in my fan leagues. I'm going to cover that too, because I'm going to do another video when I show you my fantasy league and what I got going on right now, because I got money online. This year, I'm going for the money. In my last fantasy leagues, which last year I lost a championship for the first time, but that wasn't for money. This year's for money, okay? Me and my friends, my coworkers at work, and some other friends of mine, you know, we got $60 on the pot. I'm trying to win $500. Okay, I'm trying to win that big old championship belt that's gonna be presented. I'm trying to win that. Okay, I'm going for the money. I'm going for broke this year, man. Well, I'm in that figuratively because I'm never broke. Okay, but again, I'm going for the money. All right. So when I got my money on the line, I gotta make smart decisions. Y'all gotta know this, right? My very first video on my YouTube was explaining why the Colts and Vikings was never going to reach the Super Bowl. And I showed y'all right then and there that the people who told y'all to vote on the bet money on Colts and Vikings, they don't watch football at all. I told you that. They base their theories on conspiracy theory, on organizations that ain't got nothing to do with football. Then they try to go back 50, 60 years. Whatever happened in the 1950s ain't had nothing to do with 2016. Okay? Just because the Colts played the Vikings back in the 50s don't mean they're going to play them back in 2016. Those two teams was never going to go, and I showed y'all that, right? And sure enough, I had Zachary K. Hubbard attack me, Cut Cash, all these people, right? Because I embarrassed them, right? I made them look like idiots. No, do your own research, man. If you're going to spend money on your own mind. You use your head, use common sense. And I'm an athlete myself. I understand what it takes to win, right? This is why I make my videos so successfully, right? Again, I predicted the Patriots won at least 3 of those Super Bowls. I predicted that. That came true, right? Yeah. The only prediction I failed in was with Philadelphia. But Philadelphia was just the right team. Nick Foles is to me, Nick Foles is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. And even now, he's on the Jaguars. Watch out for the Jaguars, right? So again, man, it's exciting season. It's going to be some great football being played. I like the moves they made. And yeah, I'm going to do a separate Brown. I'm going to cover Antonio Brown in another video. Maybe my next video. We'll see. But again, folks, man, get you on one of these magazines. Okay? Get this here. All right? You can still get them now. You can even order them online. But get you one of these, right? And just, you know what I'm saying, make your prediction from there. Okay? And don't make a prediction. If you're going to make a prediction before the season start, don't flip-flop. Okay? Don't do that. Don't be Zachary K. Hubbard. Don't be them idiots on YouTube, okay? Don't be none of them. I would suggest, if you're going to make a Super Bowl prediction, wait till week 16 or wait till week 17. But don't do it now, okay? Because too much can happen. It's too much competition right now, okay? But yeah, folks, that's the video. I ain't going to spend too much time on this, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. And I would like to know what you think, man. Tell me which team you think is going to, who has a chance to win at least, like, I'll say 14 to 15 to 16 games. Who you think has a chance of winning? Which player you think is going to be MVP? I'd like to hear from y'all. Anyways, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.